Yo, Impogani. One thing about Eastern Cape and Impogani. Yo. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to Vlogmas. I don't know what day we're on. I think we're on day... Guys, you understand this is what I have to deal with at 4 a.m. Anyways, so I decided I'm gonna do a grocery haul to show you the kinds of groceries that I usually get when I go to the shops. Yeah, I literally did groceries like a couple of days ago, so there's some stuff that I've already used. But I just wanted to show you what kinds of things I get, what are my staples. If you're looking for more health and nutrition related content, keep watching. Okay, so let's start with the fruit and veg. So I get quite a lot of fruit and veg. I try and get a variety of veggies, fresh, frozen, canned. You're probably gonna see that some are already finished, but I still want to show you guys that I got it. Okay, so let's start with the greens. My favorite peppers, green pepper. Like, I put green pepper in literally everything. So I always like to have a lot of green pepper because I like buying it in bulk because I use it so much. Next thing, mushrooms. And I love adding mushrooms, especially to like dishes that I'm gonna do that are more vegetarian, because I don't eat meat every single day. So mushrooms are like, they're just on another level, guys. I'm such a big mushroom fan. And then I also like to get cherry tomatoes, these baby tomatoes. I never used to like them so much, but they're just so convenient, especially for toast. I can just like grab a few and just like slice them, and they're so sweet and crunchy and like really nice for salad as well. So yeah, this is another go-to must have in my books. And then I've started this thing literally like, okay, I just want to try different veggies. I have tried the longer broccoli, but I also want to try asparagus, just because I think it's important to also just try different veggies. I think it's good to experiment, so why not? And like, the more veggies you get in, the better, honestly. So don't sleep on kale, guys. Do not sleep on kale. Kale is so versatile. You can do kale chips, you can throw it in a stir fry, you can massage it and have it raw in a salad. Like, kale is my gal. Kale is the gal. And honestly, I haven't had nearly as much kale as I would have liked this year, because like, it's not something you'll find often in Robo. So this I got in East London. So yeah, I love this kale. When you buy them, these vacuum pack bags, they last so long. And then we have frozen veg. I think there's this misconception that frozen veg isn't healthy, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So what they do is they take the freshest vegetables and put them aside specifically for frozen vegetables. So the freezing process that they do freezes them immediately. So by the time you use them, they are still just as fresh. Obviously, because they've been frozen, the texture is different, so it doesn't taste the same as something that you would have bought fresh all the time. But yeah, it's very convenient, especially for month end or mid-month, when your veggies, your fresh veggies are starting to finish. This is such an easy way to get veg. And guys, like, do not sleep on frozen veg. Like, I promise you, I even freeze some veg myself that I buy fresh, that I know that like I'm gonna need later on. So that's also an alternative that you can do as well. But obviously you still have to remember that the texture is not going to be the same. And then I already finished this, guys. I literally dusted through this in like 2 days. Like, wow. Canned beetroots. I love canned beetroot because it's so convenient. And like, I don't think I've ever actually made beetroot myself, guys. I won't even lie. There's a lot of days where I get back from work and I'm really like lazy to add the extra veg, because I usually have a protein that's I've made for the week, or like that I'm gonna make twice in the week. But like via veg, I'm always lazy to just make or stir fry sometimes. So yeah, for those lazy days, it's necessary. Of course, we have our tomato as well. Tomato is Miguel. I have tomato. I add it to everything. I add it to all my stews. I don't add it to stir fries. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't add it to stir fries, but I add it to a lot of stuff. Okay, I think that's most of my veggies. I do have veggies that I buy in bulk, like my potato and my onion and carrots as well. My carrots, I played myself. I didn't store them properly, so they went off very quickly. But I do have potatoes and onion that I still have from last month. Anyways, let's move on to dairy products. I'm the biggest fan of cheese, guys. I love cheese. I love cheddar cheese. I love Gouda cheese. I love feta cheese. Any cheese that isn't fancy, that's my cheese. I can't do any fancy cheeses. Like, I cannot, like it literally tastes, it tastes like one. I literally cannot. But yeah, I love cheese. Sometimes if I haven't made enough food like from the previous night that I can have for lunch, I'll just do like a sandwich with cheese and ham and any leafy veg and tomato and cucumber. So yeah, that's another thing. I also buy cucumber and I dust through it. As you can see, I'm already almost done. Yeah, this is just so easy for salads and on toast, on everything. Okay, and then buy fruits. I like buying seasonal fruits. It's mango season and it's been berry season. So I get myself some strawberries. I usually freeze these and sometimes just put them, if I feel like having like a smoothie, I'll add these, or making myself a cute drink, then I'll put these in there, or just having them with yogurt. Like, strawberries are really good, especially when they're sweet. I like them when they're not like super fresh. When they start getting a little bit old, they're usually a little bit sweeter, so that's when I like them. And then it's mango season. It's finally ripe, because I've been waiting the whole week for this mango to be ripe, and it's finally ripe. But I love mangoes. Yeah, definitely up there via my favorite fruits. I'll definitely be chopping this and having this for snacks box, because I can literally finish this in a week. I can have like, sometimes have 2 a day, because these are the small or medium-ish ones. So I really do dust through them. I freeze them, put them in smoothies, or just have them with plain yogurt and pineapple, which is like also a favorite fruit for me. So yeah, I like to have little fruit salads with yogurt as a snack, especially like an afternoon snack. So I feel like it's okay to if I'm having it every other day, to have like a high fat, a double cream yogurt. And it just keeps me more full. Like when I have a low fat plain yogurt, I don't get as full as I would if I have a double cream. And then I also have these just that I can pop into my bag for when I go to work. I usually take a yogurt or 2, since 2 yogurts is like 1 serving of dairy, and then I have that with like a banana or something, just as a snack at work, just because working during a pandemic is a lot, so I need something to keep me going. And then I've frozen this already, but I do buy chicken breasts, and I always look for the cheapest one, guys. It's so weird, like the habits that I have from varsity have stayed. I will not buy something like that's expensive if I can find something that's cheaper, that's like still exactly the same quality. So I always try and get the cheapest one. This one was 35 rand or 34.99. Yeah, 34.99. So yeah, Impogani. One thing about Eastern Cape and Impogani, yeah. I also get mince. This is the only beef that I actually buy, really, unless I'm buying string beef like once in a while. I feel like mince is just quick. It's quick. You can be done in like 15 minutes, and that's what I like about mince. And these days I've been having ham, sandwich ham. It's nice to have in pasta and stuff as well, and it's really nice as a snack too. So I freeze everything when I feel like I'm not gonna finish using it. I freeze it. Okay, starch staples, rice. Any rice really. I had brown rice that I bought in bulk. This is red rice. It's still got quite a bit of fiber, and it lasts me so long. It's 1 kg, and I've had it since August or July. So yeah, I like to have my starch staples always, especially when it's month end. They become very useful. Starch staples and frozen veg become very useful month end, and so do any sort of canned fish or beans. But I also have them when it isn't month end. It's just those are the things that I always have available when it's month end, so that I'm not like missing out on any nutrients. I still have veg, I still have protein, I still have carbs. Yes, because we like balance. And then bread. I eat bread. I am not ashamed to say that I'm a big bread fan. I used to have the Albany brown bread. The Albany brown bread doesn't keep you as full. It doesn't have that much fiber, whereas this has about, per slice you're having like 5 grams of fiber. So like 2 or 3 slices of this and I'm good. I'm good for like hours. So I really enjoy this bread. I also enjoy the oats and honey one. Both of them are low GI, so both of them keep you full for like really long. I also like whole wheat couscous because it's quick. You literally just put hot water in, 2 parts hot water, 1 part of the couscous, and yeah, it's also high in fiber, so I stay full for very long. So that is always the goal. But I also do, like, I don't only have like whole wheat starches. Like when it comes to spaghetti, it can't be whole wheats. But it is sometimes, but not all the time. Like most of the time, this is the spaghetti that I love. It is my spaghetti. And then another staple is wraps. Whole wheat seeded. Like, they are so easy. Sometimes I'll just scramble an egg, grate some cheese, add some spinach, and just put that together in like 10 minutes. Like wraps, I love wraps. Yeah, they're just very easy, and you can put them in the freezer as well. So what I do is I always buy 1 loaf of bread and 1 packet of wraps, because there's 6 of them or 5 of them usually in the pack, sometimes 8, but this one has 5. And yeah, I'll go through these in 2 weeks, and I usually end up freezing both of them. And then yeah, just because I don't want them to go off, and yeah, you know, waste is not a thing in this house. So yeah. And then another staple, which it still blows my mind as to why I bought a 2 kg when I'm literally moving out in like 3 weeks. But oats is such a staple for breakfast. Sometimes I soak it a little bit and add it in a smoothie, or sometimes I'll just have oats. I bake with it, I make pancakes, like everything. So oats is my go-to staple. It just like, I'll probably even bake bread with this at some point, because like there's just so much. Like 2 kgs is a lot. But yeah, I really do enjoy oats, and I can tell you now without a shadow of a doubt that every single day last year I had oats for breakfast, and I think for the past 2 or 3 years, like almost every day I have oats for breakfast. Oats, banana, peanut butter, and cocoa powder with some vanilla sometimes, or oats with apple and cinnamon. Those just those combos go up. Oats is just so nice, and like it keeps me so full. So I'm such a... And then we have now just thinking more proteins. I always try and have some fish. Lately, I've just been trying to budget because, child, we don't know what's happening next year, am I? Okay, so tuna is also another staple. You should be having 3 servings of oily fish a week to make sure you're getting those omega-3. Omega-3s are really good for your immune system, so you should be having oily fish at least 3 times a week, whether it's pilchards, tuna, salmon. There's I think mackerel as well. There's lots of sources of oily fish that you can get, but I think tuna and pilchards are very affordable, so I think they're the best option. So yeah, that's why I'm a big fan of tuna. I have a bunch of staples that I buy in bulk, or that I did when I was back in Joburg. So that's things like all your dried beans and legumes. So dried kidney beans, dried black beans, dried chickpeas, and lentils, red lentils. So I buy those in bulk because it's much more cost effective. All your legumes and beans usually like double in size when you soak them and when you cook them. So it's so much more cost effective to buy them dry and in bulk, and then cook them over time, than to buy them in cans. So that's what I do, and those are my staple sources of protein as well. So I try and mix it up via my protein sources. I have beans, I have fish, I have chicken, and I have a little bit of I'll have a little bit of beef and pork. So those are the ones that I eat the least. I did have a phase where I ate a lot of bacon, but lately I just haven't been feeling it that much. And then via spreads, I like to make my own hummus, but I bought this because I was just lazy and I saw it at the deli at the spa in East London, so I bought this. Really nice for spreads, like just for a snack on toast or literally a wrap. Like it's good for so much. And then peanut butter, of course. If you're someone who like has high blood pressure, you should be going for a no salt one preferably. I mean, no salt, no sugar, but like I don't actually add a lot of sugar in my diet or salt. Really, I add a lot of spices. So I feel like to buy one that has that for now is fine, but I kind of mix it up. Some days I do, or some months I do buy the one without sugar or salt. And then have no shame in saying that I buy pasta sauces just because it's so convenient and it's not something that I do often. So I think it's okay to have like that go-to pasta sauce or curry sauce for those days where you really just you need something quick. Yeah. And then I also buy avo, but my avos ran out and it's been really the prices in Ngobo have been testing me, so I need to go back to fresh stuff. Yeah, like Sisters Lalin, people have what they have, and like for there to be a spa, that's so expensive. Anyways, that makes no sense to me. But yeah, the avos I don't like. I usually just I mix things up and I get it from the fresh stop rather, because it's always like a lot cheaper there. And then I feel like that's everything. Oh yes, nuts and seeds as well. So I buy my nuts and seeds in bulk, also from Joburg. These are almonds, they're raw, so whenever I feel like almonds I can bake with them. I add them when I'm like making like pestos, because I make my own pesto from scratch as well. So I use my nuts, and I also have these pecan nuts, which are really nice to add like when baking, especially things like brownies and stuff. Love these. And I also buy almonds as well. I mean, I also buy cashews, but cashews come in small amounts because they're very expensive, but those usually last me like this. Again, these are things that I bought like July, and there's a packet that I haven't opened yet. So, but yeah guys, you're gonna see a lot of recipes with these groceries because I need to finish them, because I'm moving out of here. I'm moving back to Joburg, so I need to make sure that I eat. Like I need to make sure that I'm making food, which is obviously very easy here, because one thing about me and driving, but I'll do whatever I can not to try. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and click on that notification button to get a notification every time that I post. And I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul, and I hope you enjoy the recipes that are on the way. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.